Hi. Hello, replayers. I find it weird that it's just you and me here now because the message has just gone out to everybody else to tell them that I am going, oh, there it is. I'll just mute my phone to tell everyone else that I'm going live because I never know quite what time these lives are going to be. Hi, everybody. I thought we could do a little bit of a kind of group think tonight. We're in the run up to Christmas, obviously. People are definitely going to be shopping online much more than ever. So how can we absolutely make the most of this opportunity and continue to provide a great service to our customers or our clients? So I thought maybe together we could have a think about ways that we could up our average order value, because that's what it's all about. If you can up the average amount that you sell to each customer or client, then that's easy. You know, it's so much easier to upsell something than it is to bring in a new client or customer in the first place. So what are some of the ways that you might be able to increase your average order value? So I'm just going to have a little drink while I wait and see who's coming on. In fact, I can see there are 6 of you on already. So I don't know if the comments are working. Say hi if you're here. Hi, Michelle. Oh, okay. Hi, Christine. Brilliant. Okay, so let's think together. What is the way that we can? Hi, Rachel. What is the way that we can up our average order value? So my starter for 10. Hi, Dawn. My starter for 10 is bundles. So bundling things together. Hi, Ruby. For me, as you know, I sell hand stamped jewelry. Well, hand stamped jewelry was one of the things I sell. What I can do is I can so I can sell a necklace and I can sell a bracelet, or I could sell a necklace and bracelet set that complement each other. And then that's, you know, particularly I think if you've got, again, like sweepingly sexist, but men that are maybe looking for a gift for a woman and they're not quite sure what it is to buy, but they've probably got a budget in their head. If they go into so say you're somebody who sells a service, and we can look at how this would, a product, we can look at how this would work for a service. But if it's for a product, say you always spend £50 on each other. I don't know, just take a figure like that. So say a husband and wife always spend £50 on each other, and the husband goes into your Etsy shop and goes, right, I've got £50 to spend, but actually none of your products are £50. That can kind of take someone out of the mindset that, oh, well, maybe this stuff isn't entirely appropriate for what I'm looking for. Whereas if there's a bundle in there that's kind of named the perfect Christmas gift for your partner bundle, something like that, and it is a set of things that are priced at £50, then that becomes a really easy present, particularly if you offer like gift wrap, you know. So again, if you're thinking about people that just aren't quite sure how to give a brilliant present but want to, because we're all creating things that are filled with love, aren't we, whether it's a product or a service. But everybody at Christmas wants to be the best gift giver, like, and especially this year. So you want to bring on those happy tears. All the Christmas ads have started on the telly, haven't they? And the only one that's really got me, I'm not happy with the John Lewis one this year. It doesn't do it for me. But the McDonald's one, I know it's for McDonald's, but the McDonald's one about the inner child, I know some of you have seen it because we've been talking about it in the Hive, but it's just so lovely. Anyway, Christmas is the time where you want to kind of bring on those happy tears, isn't it? You want people, it's going to be an emotional Christmas regardless of what happens, whether we're all able to see each other again or whether we're not able to see each other. It's going to be emotional, and you want that gift to be the gift that brings the other person to tears in a good way, the gift that really kind of stirs an emotion and somebody really kind of touches them. You do that by a bundle of something. So I know we've talked about this kind of concept before, but we haven't talked about it in the context of upping the average order value. So So if you are selling on Etsy, which I know a lot of you are, you can just have a look at your products and you can go, okay, what could I bundle together here to make a lovely set? So, Kirstine, for you, hold on, let me think. So you could do, you could do a hat with a, I don't know, do you do gloves? I don't know, but it could be, but you can still sell the things separately, but think about, what would make, like, nearly, if you imagine it was in a sort of a lovely basket and you were presenting something, you were making up a gift basket for somebody, what sort of things that you make could be put together to create a beautiful bundle? And then you can price the bundle very slightly cheaper than if they were to buy it separately. So there's a reason to buy it as a bundle, but you don't even necessarily need to do that. It's about the gorgeous photo, isn't it? And the perfect presentation and the budget. So ideally in your shop, you should have things for all budgets. So a lot of people spend £20 on each other at Christmas. That would be a very kind of typical, if you were maybe getting something for a friend, if you were getting something for like a Secret Santa, that might be like £5. You might not have that. That might not be worth your while, but think about what would be worth your while. There will be people that have a £20 budget. There will be people that have a £30 budget. There will be people that have a £50 budget. And there'll be people that want to really go all out. And, maybe all the kids are buying a present for mum and they've got £150 to spend or whatever. Think about all those budgets. And what can you do with your current range that you could photograph and create for your ideal customer so that you make it easy for them. So you make it easy for them to give a beautiful gift so they don't have to go, all right, I'd really love to buy that necklace or I'd really love to buy that apron from that Etsy shop, but that's only going to be £25 and I've got £50 to spend. So I'm now going to have to go into somebody else's Etsy shop and get something else that might not complement it. And then I need to take those two things and I need to somehow put them together so that they look good. And I maybe need to wrap them myself and make it easy. Make it just really easy. When somebody is in there with their ready to hit checkout in your shop, they're much more likely to want to buy something else. They obviously like what it is you do. So make it easy for them in terms of bundling. Hat and bag, Kirstine. Yes, hat and bag is a really great combination. Because I was thinking hat and Christmas tree decorations. That's what came into my head when I was thinking of your photos. But yes, hat and bag. That's perfect. Hi, Marianne. Hi, everybody that's joined. Yes. So in the comments, so we've got about. Yeah, we could probably do this for about 10 minutes because we've got, for those of you in the Hive, we've got a Zoom call. If you didn't catch the post earlier, we've got a Zoom call at 7 o'clock. But for everybody else, we've probably got about 10 minutes here. What else could you do to increase your average order value? So another suggestion I've got for you is kind of upselling. Now, this isn't, you probably still would need to do this like a bundle if you're selling it through Etsy, but if you have your own website, if you've got a different way to sell, or even if you were selling through Facebook in a very kind of, manual way, what you can do is your kind of like your upsell. So not necessarily a bundle, but someone goes to buy something and you go, like, do you know if you go and buy a pair of shoes in a shoe shop in the physical world when we could actually leave the house, and whenever you buy a pair of shoes, the person in the shoe shop always says, now, do you want the like leather protector to go with those? Because, they really need the whole leather protector. So they're doing the upsell thing. So all of a sudden the sale isn't £30 for the shoes. It's £35 for the shoes and the leather protector or whatever it is. It's the same. My husband just got a new car and there obviously was a big push for the salespeople to sell what was it? It was the prepaid service pack for 3 years or something. So they'd offered him it and he said, no, it's fine. It's fine. I might not even keep it for 3 years. I don't know. So it's fine. And then they emailed him and then the service manager phoned him and then there was a slight problem with the car and he had to take it back. And when he took it back, the girl in reception said, look, come over here, have a coffee. I just want to show you this service pack. So there was obviously a big commission. There was a big reason to sell that. I'm not sure what it was. I assume it was commission. But it's, you've bought the car, you need the add-on. How can you apply that to your side hustle? How can you, so if you're selling a course, so let's look at a service, because I know not everybody's doing a product here. If you're selling a course to somebody, you could sell them the course, but as they're checking out, and certainly in a lot of like software where you can host like an online course, you would have the ability to go, just before you check out, would you like to add on a paid one-to-one with me? So at the end of it, have this course that you do at your own time, but you could also book a 1 hour one-to-one, whatever expert session with me, and that would be this extra amount, but that amount's only available right now when you're checking out. So how can you do it to go, right, this person was going to spend X amount with me. How can you get them to spend more, but in a way that works for them? So this is not about, being like sinister. That's not the right words, but it's not about being sneaky about it and saying like, you have to buy this thing, or, holding anything back. But how can you make their day? Remember, when we're talking about sales, we're always thinking about being of service. How could you be of service to somebody? Like if you provide the perfect packaged gift with things bundled together with the upsell or whatever, or if there is something that you sell, and I've used this example before, but I sell cremation necklaces that hold cremation ashes, and they're not infused into some whatever. It's a little, I think some of you have seen me show this before, but it's a little kind of heart urn, and it's got, I know you can't see it because I've tried this before, but it's got a little sort of screw in there, and you put the ashes inside it. Anyway, I sell those a lot. That's one of my most popular product. But I also sell an add-on, which is a little kit to fill it. So it's a little tiny funnel and a little sort of poker that you can get the ashes inside. But I sell it as an add-on, and I sell it as an add-on because it takes me from a large letter to a small package, which, as you know, small parcel and Royal Mail costs quite a lot more, especially if you're sending it across to America or whatever. But also, it comes up so even in Etsy, how I do that. So Etsy doesn't have an ability to, just before you check out, go, hey, have you forgotten this? Which you can usually do on your own website. But don't worry if you're just on Etsy, because how I do it is I just, in the text, I say, if you would like help to fill your cremation urn, check out this listing, or you can buy the add-on funnel pack for £5 or whatever. So I just direct people in the Etsy listing to add something else to their basket. So it's not as slick as one of these kind of what they call a bit of a they call it a tripwire. So you go to checkout and a wee thing pops up to say, hey, have you thought about this? You could add this into your basket. That's really kind of serious marketing. But in terms of probably where most of you are, it's just about either bundle things together, or in your listing, suggest other things and put the Etsy link into them. As long as you're not kind of linking outside Etsy, they're totally happy with that. And put the Etsy link to say, you could do this and you can do that as well. You could add these on. And also, like Etsy's really all over offering gift packaging as well. I've turned mine back off because I find I didn't have time to do it, because I'm just like mega busy with a lot of stuff going on. But if you can offer beautiful gift packaging and charge for it, like somebody then is receiving, when we talked last week about glue and really exceeding customer expectations, somebody is getting something that arrives and you go, wow, that's just, the unboxing experience is just beautiful. And that's what you want to do at Christmas. You don't want to be sitting on Christmas Eve with all the paper and all the sellotape and, trying to make something. If you're not crafty, if you haven't got that creativity to you, it's an absolute drudge to wrap your Christmas presents. And then, like, I know from the past, I'm not brilliant at the wrapping side of things, definitely. And like when we, back in the old days when we could have a big family I used to get together. So a lot of my family are all over the country now, but we normally, obviously we can't do it this year, but we normally hire a house in the Lake District and we all come there, like not on Christmas Day, but usually like the weekend before Christmas, and everybody brings their presents and puts them under the tree. And it's still so exciting because this is my, these are my cousins that I'm an only child, but these are my cousins that I grew up with. So I've been friends with them for my whole life. But some of them are really creative with their packaging. So I've like put my packaging under the tree and I look at somebody else's, I'm like, oh, feel seriously inferior. So if I was buying something off Etsy and someone said, I can wrap this for you so it looks really beautiful, I'd be all over that. Like that would be absolutely perfect for me. Let's see, Christine, nesting baskets and washcloths. Yes. And how beautiful would that look in the photo? That would look amazing in the photo. Yeah, we'd look nice in the bathroom. So product package plus gift wrap plus greeting card. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the wrapping and the greeting card shouldn't. So I'll tell you the mistake I made when Etsy when they introduced the gift wrapping thing. It was maybe about 3 years ago. And I thought, oh, great, I'm all over this. And when Etsy introduced something new like that, they really want you to do it. So the latest thing that like Etsy have introduced is video listings. They really want you to put a video in the listings. So where you can do that, well, you can all do it. I haven't got around to doing it yet. So it's like, do as I say, not as I do. But where you have the time to do that, definitely create a video listing. And as I say, just even put the thing in your hand and kind of turn it around and, just kind of show it from different angles. Etsy is likely to prioritize those things in search, because when you play along with the Etsy rules and you show that you're kind of interacting with Etsy and following their leads, they're much more likely to show your product to the Etsy client base, which is massive. So yeah. So your challenge is think about how can you increase your average order value? What could you put in? So as Marina said, like if you make greeting cards, or even if you have a friend that makes greeting cards and you can buy them in bulk, something like that, or I don't know, just think about what could make your gift even more special, and how could you charge for that? So last time on the Happy Hustle show, we talked about, what can you do for free that makes your receiving the item that you have provided wonderful? Like, what can you do that's that unexpected extra? Tonight, we're talking about what can you do that you can charge for? And you don't have to charge a lot, but if say you were to include a greeting card option with each of your Etsy listings, and the greeting card was maybe, I don't know, $3.50 or something on top of the of whatever they're buying from you, but you could make those greeting cards for £1, something like that. It just ups your average order value. So that for one customer isn't going to be much, but that over 10 customers, 20 customers, 30 customers, it starts to eke up the amount that Etsy is paying into your account, which is lovely. Rebecca, what would go well with tote bags? So Rebecca, when I start to say these kind of superstition things, I do sometimes wonder, are they just Irish superstitions and everybody's going to go, what? But like a purse within a tote bag. So giving a bag, and then, it's the same as, like, I don't know, have you got the superstition, giving an empty purse is like a bad thing to do? So you would always like put a coin in a purse before you give it to somebody. This might just be an Irish thing. Like, just let me know if it is. But yeah, I think it's actually, as Liz has said, like a purse, or a makeup bag, a key. Oh, Liz is on fire. You don't even need me. Liz is all over that, Rebecca. Something like a key ring. That's a brilliant idea. Or like a bag charm as well, Rebecca. So you could, like, I do things that are key rings, but I also sell them as bag charms, so you could have something there personalized. I was thinking of florists who often let you add that with text. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then that makes a massive difference, doesn't it? It just it turns it from I just bought this item to I have created something that's like a full gift with you. You think the same? Your family do the money thing? Yeah. Okay. So maybe it's not an Irish thing. Maybe, I don't know. don't know where these things come from, but it's nice though. It's nice, isn't it? It's like, it's nearly, so it's like, when I say the word superstition, sometimes it makes me go, oh, superstitions are like, oh, don't do this and don't do that. And, you know, don't walk under a ladder and don't, but actually I like a positive superstition, you know, so yeah, put money in there and that'll bring you luck. It's not about no money won't bring you luck. It's about, you know, put something in there and that will make you charmed for the year. I like that. Okay. Your relatives always put comment with, yeah, and it's such a nice thing to do. The other thing, do you know, this is so unrelated to what I'm talking about, but so I'm from Belfast, I live in Scotland, and what I discovered was whenever you are walking around with a really newborn baby in a pram in Scotland, people like throw money in the pram. Like, that's, well, I don't know if that's an Irish thing, but if it is, I'm not aware of it. It's the first time it happened to me, and people are like putting their hands in my, what are you doing? But people, I don't know, there's another, but it's a lovely tradition, but a bit weird. Okay, right, I'm going to need to go because I've got to Zoom with my lovely ladies in the Hive at 7 o'clock. So if you haven't received that message earlier, I'm just about to go online and you can get the link in the Happy Hustle Hive for my paid clients. For the rest of you, I will be back on Monday night for the Happy Hustle show, hopefully. And yeah, so get thinking and get sharing underneath this thread as well. If you think of any additional ways that you can up your average order value or things that could go together, because it's really useful. It's really sparking ideas for everybody when we see you sharing that. So have a fantastic weekend, everybody, and I will see you